Hi and welcome back to our series of videos on making your pages sell once you have visitors to your site. As I mentioned in video 1 in this series, getting people to visit your site is the relatively easy part, but converting your visitors into sales is another story. Just like selling in the non-internet world, believing in your product or service is of paramount importance. I should know because I've tried selling products I didn't believe in and I paid the price. Failure. But when I truly believed and trusted the product or service I was selling, I was unstoppable. It didn't seem to matter if your sales pitch is verbal or written. The belief and integrity you hold in what you're selling seems to come through. The customer can sense it, and deep down, you know it yourself. So my advice is, if you don't truly believe in your product, get a new one. You'll be astonished at how much more successful you can be. Following on from this, I've found that you get better results if you write the text in your sales page the way that you'd say it. Forget all the formal 19th century way of writing. No one talks like that anymore, but for some reason, as soon as we sit down to write any sort of document, we tend to fall back on outdated, old English way of writing. Don't fall into that trap. Get into the habit of writing exactly the way you would say something. To do that, imagine when you're writing your text that you're actually speaking to someone and write the words that come to mind. Use me to you personal language to get people involved. For example, I'd like to let you in on a little secret, etc. Or, here's something very few people are aware of, etc. Then use personal stories that actually happen to you to emphasize that you're a regular person with all the faults and failings of everyone else. For example, you might say, my teenage son said to me the other day, "Dad, you're just not cool." Or something like that. Being imperfect is okay. We all are. So the best way of relating to others is to acknowledge that. And people will empathize with you and regard you as the trustworthy person I'm sure you are. After all, trust is at the heart of the whole exercise. It's been said that people will buy from you if they don't like you, but not if they don't trust you. So write the words one idea at a time and make the sentences short. In fact, make the paragraph short and even use a one-word paragraph here and there to give added interest and emphasis to your message. People like to receive information that way. It's easy for them to comprehend and holds their attention. Whereas a long sentence requires much more concentration on the part of the reader and tends to tire them out. One last word on this: never ever use long sentences. So using short sentences is important, but obviously so are the words you use. Certain words can have an extremely powerful impact on us. In fact, if we find the right words in certain situations, they can have a physical as well as a spiritual result. I call these words power words. Selecting the right word to describe an experience can invoke empowering emotions and can motivate others into action. You only have to look at Winston Churchill or Martin Luther King to see how choosing particular words can ignite a race of people or a whole nation. There are certain words that I use in my sales pages that I've found produce emotions and actions that I'm looking for. Some of these words include new, modern, easy, unstoppable, free, introducing, majestic, save, passionate, learn, just to name a few. If you'd like a more comprehensive list of power words that you can use in your sales pages, just drop me a line to salescommunications@gmail.com. You can see that on the screen, and I'll send you the list. It's free, and I'll be happy to send it to you. Use as many of these words in your text as is appropriate, and you'll see your sales soar. In the meantime, if you'd like more information on making sales on your website, click on the link near the top of the page on your right. Thanks for being with us today, and we'll see you on the next video.